So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video today. We're going to be buying some players, folks. But before we get into it, what can you say about Manchester United and that Liverpool match? Absolutely insane. That is a proper FA Cup match. I mean, would I be saying that if we lost? Probably not. But yeah, it was just mad. I mean, I was a little bit annoyed at Rashford at the end there in the 90th minute. 93rd minute, he has a chance to win it, and he misses. And I was like, please do not make that the chance that cost us the game. It nearly did. But to be fair, Rashford did equalise, and then Ahmad, unbelievable at the end there. So yeah, madness. And to top it all off, folks, I mean, well, look, we're Man United fans, right? Normally, we get through a round, we take on another tough team. I thought we were going to get Man City, but no, we've got Coventry in the semi-final. So we have a chance to get to the final, and maybe we'll have some players back who are injured, who are injured, they're back by then, and maybe we can compete if we do beat Coventry, of course, because I'm sure Man City will demolish Chelsea, but we'll see. I'll be voting for Chelsea at least, trying to hope they win. But yeah, madness. Anyway, today, folks, we're back. I've disappeared for a week. It is what it is. Honestly, I just haven't felt like doing videos, so I apologize. But we're going to be basically focusing today, because I want to put content out again, on the transfers, and then the next episode we're going to be back to the gameplay. Also today I've got a couple of things to talk about. This guy Valentine, who's been sending me some stuff, so thank you, sir. I did reply to your email. We've got a lot of updates, so I'm going to go through them, and then I want to talk about players that we're going to buy and formations, because as much as I enjoy a 3-5-2, I do still want to play. I feel like we'll play better with fullbacks, because you guys know me, right? I love to whip the balls in. Ultimately, it's the best way to score goals. And now we've got Skamaka, who has been updated, by the way, with a new face, thanks to Valentine. I feel like they will just have more freedom with the fullbacks getting, overlapping down the wings, and then, yeah. So we'll see. I'm going to talk about all that as we go through this. So first things first, I will show you the new faces. I've also updated, as you can see, the icons on the left-hand side. I will leave some links in the description of this video to some of the mods. Still working on that. The website nonsense, I told you, don't mention it. I'll get it done when I get it done, probably in 2029. But anyway, let's quickly look at Skamaka. So there he is. The Italiano, looking fantastic. I've also updated Reshade. And we're using the realistic approach that Valentine sent me. I know the one I was using was a little bit too maybe vibrant, a little bit too bloomy, too much blur. So, yeah, we're using this one, which should be a little bit better. Now, if you are trying to add Reshade, by the way, to Football Life, and I'll mention this in the description in case you don't know, don't use the latest update. You want to use like 5.92 or something, because version 6 of Reshade will not work. I've tried it. It will not boot the game up. If you use 5.92, you shouldn't have that problem. So give that a go. So there's Skamaka looking fantastic. And we did snap up Kusunu, so we have a new face for him as well. Now, the players that we buy today, folks, if you got any good faces, once again, shoot them over to me, officialtruebrits@gmail. Yeah, if you want to send me new stuff, always send me new stuff. But yeah, the players look good. No complaints with them. All right, so also, as I mentioned, I updated the game plan, right? That'll be in the description as well. So yeah, it's not massive, but I don't know. I like the colors, the greens, and then they've got little icons, and they just look a little bit better. So, yeah, it looks the part. Now, regarding the formations, before we dive into actually getting players, because I want to tell you, kind of the gist of what we're going to do here. So this is what we're playing right now, right? Always a 3-5-2. And I know we bought Skamaka to help Højlund. Now, we don't always have to play two up top, depending on the teams we face. I know I do generally stick to the same formation, and sometimes you do have to mix it up. So we could easily go back to playing a 4-3-3 when needed. It wouldn't be this lineup. This is just an example. Skamaka probably wouldn't play, or Højlund wouldn't play. I mean, you pick one or the other. If one's not on form, we go for the other player. But having a 4-3-3 means the likes of Dalot can get up there with the balls in, and you've got that little bit of cover. Likewise, whoever's playing as a left back can get up top like that, whip the balls in, then he's able to get back with the cover. And you've just got a little bit of flexibility having two wingers technically as opposed to just one. The other formation, and probably the only other one we could play, would be like a 3-4-3. It's very attacking, not a whole lot in the midfield. That is my one concern. But once again, the luxury of a 3-4-3 is, you know, whoever's playing as a right midfielder, bang, they're going to be right up there whipping the balls in. And I probably play maybe a little bit more defensive, like Dallo. And because then when we defend, we can basically push back to a 5 at the back. And then when we attack, it transitions into that 3-4-3. So those are the 3 kind of formations I think we can look at and basically try and buy players around that. All right, so that's the game plan there. So what we're going to go ahead and do is fast forward the time a little bit more. Now, we do have a negotiation for Anthony. I mean, I feel bad now after Anthony actually scored a goal. You know, but I mean, 1 goal, or was it 2 goals this season? Look, it was on his right foot, so maybe you can give him like 1.5 goals. But yeah, I feel a little bit bad now if we got rid of him. But we got to do what we got to do. So there is Anthony. It is 43 million for him. But I think we might wait a few minutes for that. Reguilon, we still do not have any offers coming in for him, which is not good. Harry Maguire, I'd like to keep because we do need to have some defense players, right? We do need another centre-back, I feel, as well as some wingers because we got a lot of midfielders and all that. So what we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to go through the listed players real quick. As I mentioned, this episode is strictly going to be about the transfer deadline day. I want to focus on that. Then we'll get back to the gameplay in the next episode. So Vlahovic and all that, I said we're not going to worry about another forward. We already got Skamaka. That will do for the time being. So the players that I'm really looking at, Frimpong is a player that I'm looking at. I've been eyeing him up, and I think the only negative side for him would be the injury resistance. But we could always train that. So that will improve that over time. He just has an obscene amount of player skills. And, you know, he has pinpoint, not this bloke. Which bloke are we looking at? That bloke. He has a pinpoint crossing, which is obviously a big plus, as well as double touch and a few other perks. He's good defensively, and he can get forward as well. Where am I going today? I'm all over the place. Stop going back. So, yeah, we can put an offer in for him. Going to cost us probably about 63 million. We would basically have to pay out his release fee. Could be an option. Another player people are talking about as well is Grimaldo. He's a very established player, and he can play literally anywhere. I mean, all walks of life there. Left back, left wing, left mid, whatever. The only problem with him, 29 years of age. He's not too expensive, though, at 35 million. So he could be a good replacement for the likes of like Luke Shaw and stuff. We've got other players here like Nori from Wolves, Gutierrez as well from Girona in La Liga. Not a bad player. This guy, Milos Kurkez from Bournemouth, another potential. You know, I'm going for younger players, folks. That's what we're aiming for. Matteo Ruggeri, another player who plays as sort of a left back, left mid. He's a cross specialist. Doesn't have too many player skills, though. Now, Schlotterbeck. A lot of people are recommending this guy, and I think we do need to get another centre-back because we are playing 3 at the back generally. When you've got Maguire, Martinez, Varane, and Kasunu, that's it. There's only 4. I think we need 5 centre-backs in this team. I do think we should put an offer in for him, like straight off the bat, because this guy does look decent. It's going to cost a bit, 54 million. I'm not playing this whole numbers game. I know some of you are like, oh, you could have negotiated for him. I ain't got time, okay? Because if they deny this, right, then I can't get him anymore. Simple as that. So we're just going to have to pay the 54 mil, and hopefully it goes through. And we'll give him 84,000 a week. Well, actually, he would welcome an offer. He would welcome a move. So I think 77 dash should be good enough. Right, so that's one done. So we should get him, and that'll bolster up the centre-backs. And he isn't bad. I mean, his injury resistance to 2. So again, we can obviously train that and improve it. But I love his ball winning, his aggression, defensive awareness is decent. He's physical, decent at heading, and he's a tall one as well. He's also an extra front man, which we already have one in Kasunu. But I don't know. Why not try 2 of them? Give that a bit of a bash. Right, let's move on a little bit further. Other players that we're also looking at. This guy could be interesting. Now, the reason I like him is, look at him. He's a box-to-box, which is interesting for a left midfielder. I haven't seen too many of them. But you can also play in the middle, left back if needed, left winger as well. Basically, any player that can play left back and left midfield is perfect for us because they are going to be alternating throughout the season. And we look at this guy, 22 years of age, got 2-star in the dribble through. Speed acceleration is respectable. Ball control and dribbling isn't bad. You know, stamina needs a little bit of work. Very good on the injury resistance. Conditioning, yeah, we can work on that as well. Good weak foot accuracy there. And he's got the pinpoint crossing once again. A double touch, Scotch move, with the old Scotch tape. So, I don't know. This guy, I might snap up. Because I feel like we just need as much cover as possible in this team. And what with him being 22, I don't think he's going to cost an arm and a leg. His release fee's 39 million. It's not mad. The only other players here is this guy, but he's more of an AMF, and you've got this guy from Orlando City, but he's 26. So I think we're going to go for Nikola Zalewski. If you've got a better face, let me know if we do snap him up. And he does come to us, but once again, I think we should be all right with him. So we'll pay out that 39 million. We will give him, I mean, he says he's not impressed. Oh, well, I'll give you a little bit more money then. 64,000, it's not a lot. So there we go. Right. We'll get that done. So let's go ahead now and just forward the time because I do want to get possibly Frimpong. But I want to see also, I want to see if anyone comes in for any of our players, because we still need to sell some players. Can't keep them all, folks. Nah. All right, so Roma have signed Silva Klua. I will go through these transfers, by the way, at the end of this episode to let you know. We have them set to low, so there shouldn't be any mad transfers. Regulon set to be transferred. Yes, I would like to transfer him, please. Someone come in for an offer. Looks like all we've got here is some scouting options. And all they're really telling us is we should go for Karim Adeyemi. Where's he from? 22 from Dortmund. Cool, blimey, he's quick. Wow, he's got insane dribbling. It's a super sub. A lot of player skills as well. Huh. See, sometimes you do find the odd decent player. This guy doesn't look bad, but I just feel like we got Garnacho coming through. You know, a left winger is not a priority right now. So yeah, we won't worry too much about that. Let's go to the messages, and that was it. That was all they were saying. All right, let's forward the time. So here we go, folks. Time for the last day of the transfer window. I also have a new update for like the game plan before the match starts. I don't think I'm going to show you in this episode. Maybe the next one. Well, I would show you in the next one. Maybe I'll show you in this one. But yeah, I've just been trying to update a few things. Keep the series nice and fresh for you. So, Schlotterbeck and Zalewski both look like they're going to do the business here. So let's go ahead and accept that. The only problem is it's going to take a bit of time, obviously, with 2 hours. Maybe I should have put another bid in. All right, anyway, it's fine. So we've got 63 million in the budget. So there's a new player. Right. We're going to have to do a bit more business here. Right, we're going to put this one in. He's demanding a low contract release fee. Aren't they always? Ridiculous, but we'll go ahead and accept it. So we'll snap him up as well. So there we go. We've got 2 new players amongst the foliage. We'll give him some new numbers as well. We're only down to 24 million now. So we are going to have to do a bit more selling and hope that players are sold. What do we want to do about Anthony? We're not getting any transfers coming in here. I mean, this guy, it's kind of pointless. I want to keep Harry Maguire. Regulon's still nothing. Now, Anthony. I feel like we should just sell Anthony, honestly. I'd probably rather have Frimpong in my team than Anthony at this current time, you know. I just, as much as, yeah, Anthony did well against Liverpool, I know, I just don't see him being at Man United because we've given him time. He's just, to me, he might do well at a lower team in the Premier League, but at Manchester United, not going to work out too well. So let's go ahead. We'll accept it. We're going to say goodbye to Anthony. Sorry, Ants, but we do have 68 million now, so that should be enough for us to possibly snap up Frimpong. I don't know. We're going to be very, very close to the time limit here. But we're going to do it. Yeah, I think we should snap him. He's probably going to cost a lot. Oh, blimey. It's right on the cusp. Yeah, I ain't got time to mess about. We're going to have to do the 64 million. And we'll give him 82,000. Should be fine. All right, let's do that. Waiting for an official response. So we got 4 hours remaining. Time is not on our side. Right. Git. All right. Well, I guess Frimpong didn't want to come to us. That's a bit of a slap in the face and a complete waste of time. Wasn't convinced we'd use him in the right role. Well, where do you think we'd use you, mate? I play you where you want to play, son. So, yeah, that's a little bit frustrating. In fact, very frustrating. Dear, oh dear. We just sold Anthony as well. Like, you should be happy that we just sold a player for you to come in and be used, son. All right, we're going to have to look here then. So we've got 3 centre forwards. We've got 1, 2, 3 wingers there, plus these 2. But Shorter Shade is going to do a whole lot. Bruno, Mount. I mean, Mount can always play technically on the wing if needed. We've got Elise. I mean, we do have Elise as well. We bought that Zalewski guy. I mean, Amrabat. These types of players I probably sell. The likes of Amrabat. I mean, they're all up for sale. I mean, McTominay. But no one's coming in for any offers, so there's not much we can do about it. I think we're fine now at the back, right? We've got Kasunu, Maguire, Schlotterbeck, Martinez, and Varane. I think that's pretty good. We've only got 1 left back. We've got Wan-Bissaka, Dalot. But this guy can technically play there. We could go for Grimaldo. But then how many... That's one of my thing. How many players are we going to get? You know, I don't want to go too insane. Grimaldo is definitely a good player. I'm going to have a quick think about this because time isn't helping us, and I've got to make decisions. So, RB. All right, folks. So I've been sitting here for like 5 minutes trying to figure it out, and because I was looking at Lookman. I was looking at Lookman because his name's Lookman. But no, this guy, honestly, we really do have to get a left back. We don't have any. The facts are we've got Reguilon, and I wouldn't even play him because he ain't even at United. So he needs to sling it. But other than that, Lookman might be a useful player. I mean, he's a whole player. We've already got Bruno, technically, and Mason Mount as a whole player. But, like, insane amount of player skills too. So I maybe wouldn't say no to this guy, but the facts are we do have to get a left back. If I want to play 4 at the back, we might do sometimes. I think we narrow it down to Grimaldo, who's the more experienced player, or, you know, Matteo Ruggeri. Not the best stats, but sometimes stats don't correlate to the way that players play. So I think we should honestly go for it and put a bid in for Grimaldo. Get the more experienced player. You know, I know he's 29, but just for that bit of cover, he's got the pinpoint as well. He's a good player defensively and attacking wise. He'll be up and down. So yeah, let's do that. And he's got a lot of stamina. You know, I'd rather have more cover than no cover. So we'll whack it in there. 35 million. He has a good impression of the club, so that always helps. So honestly, 65,000 a week will be good enough for him. All right. So there we go. It kind of sucks because we haven't sold any players. I wanted to get rid of Van de Beek. I wanted to get rid of Reguilon. I wanted to get rid of maybe, I don't know. I mean, probably keep Martial for the time being. As it looks like Juventus have announced the signing of Ederson from Man City. Look at that. Mental. All right, so they have been finalized. All right, that'll do nicely. So let's go ahead and accept that. I'm not going to have any money left, really, but that will do nicely. I wanted to sell players, but it didn't smile on us today, unfortunately. But at least we got some stuff done. That's it. So, summertime, we are going to make sure that we do get rid of those players And we don't have them anymore. We can't do much when people don't come in and, you know, put offers in. The only offer we had was for Anthony, and we just sold him because why not? So there we go. I think we've got enough cover because Rashford can play on multiple wings. Garnacho too. Ahmad's there. I mean, I don't know how much game time Pelistri's going to get, or Shorter. We've got Martial, Højlund, and Skamaka as forwards for now. AMFs, we've got Bruno, Mason, Mount. I mean, they're going to be the bread and butter there. Hannibal, maybe not so much. We've got Elise that we snapped up. We did bring in Zielinski as well on that left-hand side. And what I like about this guy is just the flexibility. You know, he can even play left back if we really had to put in there, but he can play in the middle. He's a box-to-box, so that's kind of interesting as a winger. Van der Beek, he's not going to play, so forget it. Mainu, obviously a big part of the team. Casemiro, likewise. Amrabat, I would sell him. He's not worked out for United, has he? I think with Amrabat, he's a worker and he can run, but he's not a great passer, is he? You know, and it just hasn't worked out for him. So United aren't going to keep him. Scott McTominay, I mean, I'd probably sell him on this game. I mean, he does all right in real life. Credit to him against Liverpool. I thought he did well. And honestly, playing him instead of Casemiro, it was probably the better because there was a little bit more, you know, legs in the middle. Dallo, a big part of the team. He's come a long way. Now, he can play left back, so technically we do have one in him, but he likes to play more, obviously, on the right-hand side. We've got Wan-Bissaka as well as cover. Reguilon, we're not going to be playing him, so we'll get rid of him. But we do have Grimaldo, and this guy is a good player. Now, the good thing about Grimaldo is, I don't think we can see, he does have a team role. There's only an added fan bonus. I probably should have looked at team roles because they do obviously play a big part of the team. But having him is going to be great. And then defensively, as a centre-back role, we've got Varane, Martinez, Schlitterbeck, Maguire, and Kasunu. I think that's pretty decent. And Kasunu and Schlotterbeck are both extra front men. And then we've got also Fredrickson. Ain't gonna do much. And then in goal, we've got Onana, Bayindir, and then Vitek. So 31 players in the squad, but we're not going to play all of them. As I said, ones that don't play, Van der Beek and Reguilon, they're just going to be sitting there eating grass. Okay? Right, let's go to the squad list and do the numbers. Actually, let's go to... Where are we going, lads? Where are we going? We don't even know where we're going. Right here. So, Schlotterbeck's taken 2. Yeah, that's fine. Skamaka's 9. That's all right. Elise, let's give him 12. Why not? Reguilon, nah, don't give anyone 13. That's bad luck. What else we got? Now, Zalewski, 22. I think he is 22 years of age. Yes, so you can have 22. Isn't that perfect? And who else did we get? Grimaldo. Where are you, Grimaldo? I think we've gone straight past you. There he is. 21. Nah, I think we might better change that. Let's give him 15. Could give him Amrabat's number, but nah, we'll give him 15. All right. So that is that. So this is what we're not going to play a match today, folks. I'm sorry, but we'll be back with 2 matches in the next episode because this will take me like half an hour to put out. Honestly, it's about half an hour video anyway, and I'm waffling a lot. So, yeah, today I wanted to focus on the transfers, getting the team ready, and then bosh, we're straight back into it. So, yeah, this is what we're kind of looking at. I mean, I'm not... You know what? I will quickly just give you an insight to kind of the teams I'm looking to play. So, let me do that real quick. All right, folks, so this is kind of what we're looking at, right? If we are going to play like a 3-4-3, for example, right? This is what we could play. I've kind of organized the team because, like, I've pretty much put all the players I wouldn't bother with, you know, in the reserves. I mean, even McTominay, like Pelistri, Van der Beek, Reguilon, Vitek, Fredrickson. I mean, none of these players are really going to get a go. So this is what we're looking at. We've got a couple of centre-backs, a right back, a left back on the bench, a DMF, couple of AMFs. Actually, Bruno's there, but we can change that. And then, yeah, and then we've got the right wingers, left wingers, and a couple of centre forwards. I think it will work nicely. You know, Schlotterbeck comes in, Kasunu, Martinez, we could bring Varane in, or Harry Maguire comes in instead. And then in the middle, maybe we drop Mainu if we needed. We play Bruno. We could even play more of, you know, a player like that. So, you know, if you drop Mainu and you whack in Bruno, Zielinski starts on the left. We could whip him out and we could put Grimaldo there instead if we wanted a little bit more cover. And then if we wanted to push him back defensively, look, we've got that nice little cover there with Dallo and Grimaldo. And then we can break. So yeah, I think this will be the gist of what we want to do with Man United. Summertime comes along, we'll sell out the rest of the players. And yeah, just kind of go from there. Because look, this is what has to be done at Manchester United. There's still players that shouldn't be there. They've got to get rid of them. I mean, we've got rid of Lindelof. We got rid of Eriksen. We've got rid of Anthony now. And a couple of other players as well. So, you know, you got to do what you got to do. But yeah, we will return to take on Luton. This is what I wanted to show you very, very quickly. This is the new background that we have before the match starts. I think it looks pretty cool. It's just kind of changed the things on the top now instead of the bottom. And you've got the professional game match officials there looking at VAR. VAR. So yeah, stay tuned for that. This match is coming in the next episode. As yeah, we try out the new lads. We will have brand new gameplay as well in the next episode. We're changing things up a little bit from the Gentleman's mod. I've streamlined the gameplay. So stay tuned for that. I also might use the dynamic difficulty mod because we are playing on Legend. But yeah, I will leave as many of the links and stuff in the description for this video. A big thank you to Valentine for sending me over a bunch of stuff. Those are the new players, so if you've got new faces, send them my way. But yeah, we'll be back this week with the content, and then I'm just trying to get back into it, folks. I haven't been just interested in doing videos, and I apologize because I know you guys do enjoy them, and I just got to stick to it. Why do you mean Reguilon's contract extended? Who extended it? Madness. Oh, let's just do this very quickly. Sorry, before we do take off, because I forgot to mention the other transfer news. So let's do it by price. So it's going to be a lot of us, to be honest. Obviously, Schlotterbeck went from Dortmund to us. Jack Grealish, there's a funny one for you. He's gone from Man City to Liverpool for 51 million. And we bought Scamacca and Elise. Romelu Lukaku has gone from Roma to Arsenal for 46 million. We sold Anthony to Freiburg for 43. Obviously, Jadon Sancho left and went to PSG. We brought in Kasunu. We sold Luke Shaw as well to Napoli. Santiago Hidalgo has gone to Inter Miami. And we bought in Grimaldo. Ederson was sold from Man City to Juventus for 34 million. We sold Malacia as well. There's another player. Mariano Diaz has gone from, what was that, Sevilla to Barcelona for 28 million. We also sold Christian Eriksen and Lindelof. And there is the rest of the transfers. Gribich went to Bayern München. Luke Harris is off to Villarreal. And a few other ones as well. But yeah, nothing mental. Oh yeah, we sold Johnny Evans. And Yamal went to Sevilla. Emery went to Napoli. And Boyan Gittins went to West Ham. So yeah, nothing crazy because we have set it to low. But anyway, I will see you guys in the next episode. Stay tuned for more. And we'll be back very soon. Take care.